In a recent New York Magazine article, the author stated that a fetus is a possibility and not a person. Another woman defending her right to abortion maintained that her vagina is too pretty to let a fetus crawl out. No, honey, it's really not. We've found ourselves yet again at a moral and fundamental ethical crossroads in which abortion has become the main topic of debate in America today. There are those running for and sitting in high office that firmly believe that a mother should have the choice to terminate her baby even after it has been born and call it abortion. That is pure murder. On the other hand, we have the state of Alabama that's now passed a legislation that states that any doctor performing an abortion at any point is committing a felony that's going to carry a very long prison sentence. These are interesting times, to say the least, but these ideologies and these legislations certainly aren't anything new. If one believes that abortion is immoral, then they must remember that it's often virtually impossible to legislate morality. I'm sure you've heard that before, but is that completely true? R.J. Rushdoony said that the myth of neutral or value-free law is hard to interpret because behind every law system, there's a God. If the source of law is the individual, well, then you make up your own rules. Then you're the God of that system. If the God of that system is the courts, then they're the source of the law, and there's none higher in their opinion. Therefore, if there is no higher law than man, then man is his own God. How must we approach this topic of, for instance, abortion and the rights of the unborn, if not simply by just adding more and more legislation based upon one's religious, spiritual, or ideological, or even pluralistic conviction? You see, the thing about passing more laws is this: it doesn't work. Murder is illegal, yet it persists. The solution, on the other hand, that we have to come to is one should hope to reduce the amount of murders by changing the heart of those who would commit them. Likewise, if you want to create a culture in which opposing abortion and protecting the unborn is actually viewed as good for women and not the other way around, then we have to let people see that it's okay for you to believe in life. Legislation like that, which we've recently seen passed in the state of Alabama, will never be enough. We see that we are standing at the foot of the mountain when it comes to the morality debate, and we're nowhere near the top. A quick trip to the abortion clinic rids the mother-to-be of the embarrassment of being pregnant. No one will ever know, save she and her doctor. Plus, it's much cheaper to abort the child than it is to have to pay for birthing and rearing it. And 53% of women interviewed at a New York health clinic cited financial reasons as the most important element in their decision to abort their child. In this age of disposable products, abortion serves as just one more face-saving, time-saving, money-saving convenience. The research arm of Planned Parenthood conducted a survey of hundreds of women who came to abortion clinics concerning their reason for wanting an abortion, and they found that only 1% said it was because of rape or incest, 3% said it was because there was a potential health threat to the mother, another 3% claimed that there was a possibility of birth defects. That means that the other 93% could be considered abortions as a means of birth control. Women are being deceived, being told that abortion is just like having a wart removed from your body. Now you're pregnant, now you're not. Just rest today, you'll feel fine. What they're not told is that abortion is a major surgical procedure which can result in serious complications. Statistics show that after a legal abortion, a woman faces increased possibilities of future miscarriages, tubal pregnancies, premature births, sterility, severe and long-lasting emotional disturbances. One young woman described her abortion as being painful until it was over. Then she said, "Mustering my strength, I called a nurse. A gentle, quiet woman assisted me, surprised that I hadn't cried out in agony. Examining the fetus, she said, 'Oh, look, it was a little boy.' I popped myself up out of the bed and looked down at a perfectly formed little person, a boy, hair, nails, facial details. They weren't there yet, but I could see his tiny fingers and toes. This frail body smacked the reality of what I had done into me. He'd been totally dependent upon me for life, and I'd killed my child." There is no greater evil in America than abortion. We must begin to speak for those innocents who can't speak for themselves. We must become aware and informed of the facts regarding abortion. We must elect persons to office who support the pro-life position, and we must provide alternatives for women in need. We must repent of our smug and complacent lifestyles that allow us to stand silently by while innocent babies are being offered as a sacrifice to the goddess of lust upon the altars of abortion.